Alrighty, folks, you know I'm feeling great on a Thursday morning because Chairman members once again cashed in on 5 different premium selections on my premium site yesterday. I know this sounds like a broken record, but we did that 3 days in a row this week. Now, as far as yesterday's concerned, we had TCU, UConn, Colorado Avalanche over in the Lakers game, and we also cashed on a 2-team parlay. And of course, the only way you could have accessed all of those winners is to join my full access, all-inclusive chairman package. And I'll talk a little bit more about all of that in just a moment. But of course, before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to my NBA free pick video here today for Thursday, March 7th, 2024. Happy Thursday to you. Weekend's right around the corner. We're almost there, man. You made it. My name is Brock Page, and of course, I've been dishing out free sports picks right here on YouTube since 2016. And if you want to see which one of my free plays on any one of my videos, YouTube, TikTok, if you want to see which one of my free plays that I actually like the best, you may want to think about signing up for my full access, all-inclusive chairman package on my premium site. Chairman members get access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my Chairman podcast absolutely free. It's included with your purchase. Now, you may be wondering what the difference is between what I do here on the free videos and what I do on my premium site. Well, what I do on the free videos is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in any given sport, or most of the games for that matter, side in total. What I do on my premium site is, well, I actually share with you which one of these free plays on these free videos that I actually like the best. And of course, if you don't need access to all of my premium selections, certainly understandable, but maybe you think you could use like one a day. Well, you could also think about signing up for my $1.99 daily best play package. It gives you just one premium selection of mine every single day for the next 30 days. The math works out to be just 6 cents a day. That's all I'm asking for. That is it. Now, guys, I'm 5-2 in my last 7 daily best plays in that package alone. 4-0 my last 4 underdog tier package picks. And finally, folks, I'm 3-0 my last 3 chairman package picks in that membership alone. And the good news is I have plays going off in all of those packages here today, and they are all included with your purchase of the chairman package. And real quick, guys, we currently have over 1,300 members who are signed up and active on my premium site right now. Once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And with that, folks, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. We're going to take a look at the Nets at the Pistons, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Brooklyn is -2, totals 216. And I'll tell you, as bad as the Nets have been this season, well, the Pistons have been unequivocally worse. They're just 4-25 straight up in the Little Caesars Arena. And the Pistons have yet to reach double-digit victories on the year. They currently find themselves 43 games below 500. And out of their last 10 gatherings with Brooklyn, well, the Pistons took the loss in all of those games except for one. Now, the Nets, on the other side of things, they've covered the point spread in 4 out of their last 6 themselves. Covers against the likes of the Sixers, Grizzlies, and Atlanta twice. And even though they are banged up a little bit at the moment, the Nets have done a nice job shooting from 3 land. They're in the top 5 in the East in 3-pointers made per game. Dennis Schroeder is drilling 48% of his 3 balls with his new team. Of course, Lonnie Walker, he knocks down 43% of his attempts from beyond the arc. And I'll tell you, even in the instance that Brooklyn misses those long balls, they do tend to get it right back for the most part. They're in the top 10 in offensive boards per game. Now, injury-wise, Johnson and Thomas are out for Brooklyn. That's why you're seeing such a short number. But once again, they're playing Detroit, so I'm not overly concerned that those guys are banged up. Also, Day'Ron Sharpe is battling a wrist injury for Brooklyn. Keep an eye on him. Now, for Detroit on the other side, Quentin Grimes is out with a knee injury. Now, total-wise, 8 out of Detroit's last 10 meetings with Brooklyn did get over the total. They actually allowed nearly 120 points a game on average during that time frame. So if you're into historical trends, plenty of overs to go around. Now, the Nets saw overs in 3 out of their last 4 themselves. Give me Brooklyn -2, over 216. Next game, T-Wolves, Pacers, 7 o'clock Eastern start time. Indiana's -1.5, totals 228. And speaking of that total, we got 2 teams that have significant scores that can help put this one over. Of course, Indy's Tyrese Halliburton, he leads the lineup in points. He's the NBA leader in assists per game as well. And of course, Minnesota's Anthony Edwards on the other side of things. He's actually averaging more points a night than Halliburton. He's scoring 26 a game. Now, when it comes to the number, 3 out of Minnesota's last 4 outings did get over the total. Overs against the likes of the Blazers, Kings, and Grizzlies. Meanwhile, the Pacers on the other side, they've gone 20-12 to the over in the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Now, when it comes to selecting a winner in this one, there are a few conflicting factors that make this one tough to handicap. For Indy, well, they've played little to no defense this year. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, their second leading scorer, Karl Anthony Towns, he's out indefinitely with a knee. So even though I can't give you a pick on the sides in this one, I am going to lean toward the over 228. All right, next matchup, Heat Mavericks, 7:30 Eastern start time. Dallas is -4, totals 230. And this is another one that's going to be tough to handicap. Both teams with some exceptional qualities. Now for Dallas, they're just so dangerous shooting that long ball. They're splashing nearly 16 three-pointers a game. Meanwhile, Miami on the other side, they're one of the toughest teams in the NBA to score against. They lead the association in defensive points per game on the road. And it should come as no surprise. The Heat's gone 22-9 to the under in their road trips this year. That's good for 71% in that particular category. Meanwhile, Dallas saw 5 out of their last 9 stay under the line themselves. Give me the under 230. Next contest, Raptors, Suns, 9 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Phoenix is -10.5, totals 232. And I'm just not sure the Suns are good enough to cover double digits in this spot here. Phoenix failed to cover in 5 out of their last 7, and they're actually covering in just 30% of their out-of-conference home games this year. And even though there's not a ton to nitpick about when it comes to Phoenix, there are a few problem areas that have really hurt these guys. For one, they're in the bottom 10 in three-pointers made per contest, really have not splashed a whole lot of three balls in volume. And it's because of that, well, the Suns really can't score late in games. These guys are dead last in the NBA in fourth quarter scoring. And we could potentially see more of the same here today because Toronto has played Phoenix tough in recent gatherings. They held the Suns to just 108 points a game in their last, 10 head-to-head meetings. When it comes to covering the point spread, the Raptors are covering in 64% of their out-of-conference road games. Now, injury-wise, Pirtle, Brown, and Barnes are out. Agbaji's questionable. Meanwhile, for the Suns, Booker, Lee, Okogie, and Little are all inactive for them. Now, total-wise, Toronto's seen a bunch of overs against the Western Conference this year. Out of 11 out-of-conference road games, the over cashed in every single one of those contests except for one. Meanwhile, for the entire season, Toronto's 21-9 to the over in all of their ball games away from the Scotiabank Arena. Give me Toronto plus 10.5, over 232. Next contest should be a good one. Potential NBA Finals matchup. Talking about the Celtics at the Nuggets, 10 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Denver's -1, totals 221. And speaking of the total, the Nuggets saw overs recently against the likes of the Lakers, Blazers, and Wizards. Meanwhile, Boston has gone 60% to the over in their out-of-conference road games. When it comes to selecting a winner in this one, this game's being featured as my $1.99 daily best play on my premium site. And if you sign up for that package here today, you're going to get one premium selection of mine every single day for the next 30 days. The math works out to be just 6 cents a day. But as far as making a free pick is concerned, give me the over 221. Next matchup, Bulls-Warriors, 10 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Golden State's -7, totals 224. And even though the Warriors are really starting to turn it on here, they have had their issues covering the number at home. They currently have a losing record against the point spread in their own building. And for some reason, they've struggled to play defense there. Golden State's in the bottom 10 in the league in points allowed per contest on their own court. And they're facing a Bulls team who definitely shoots it well from three land on the road. They're in the top 10 in offensive three-point percentage in their travels. And more recently, the Bulls successfully covered the point spread versus the likes of Sacramento, Cleveland, and New Orleans. Now, injury-wise, Dalen Terry's questionable for Chicago. Torrey Craig is still inactive. The Bulls did see overs recently against the likes of the Jazz, Cavaliers, and Celtics. They're also 17-7 to the over against the West. Give me the Bulls +7 over 224. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into our next and final breakdown for the video. Going to be in that Spurs-Kings game. That'll be a 10 o'clock Eastern start time. Sacramento's -10.5, totals 237. And the Kings have done a nice job in the Gold One Center this year. They've got a .667 win percentage in their in-conference home games. And out of their last 10 ball games against the Spurs, they've had little problems getting to the hoop. They averaged 123 points a game during that stretch. And they got the W in all of those ball games except for 3. Now, as far as this season's concerned, it's De'Aaron Fox who averages over 27 points a game. That is a team high, of course. Meanwhile, Domantas Sabonis, he's drilling 41% of his three-pointers. He leads the current roster in boards. And they're facing a Spurs team who lost 7 out of their last 10 themselves. And they play little to no defense. San Antonio's allowing their competition to make 40% of their three-pointers against them on the road. And when it comes to shooting the three ball on offense, well, the Spurs are the worst to do it. They're dead last in the NBA in offensive three-point percentage. Now, injury-wise, more bad news. Victor Wembanyama is out with an ankle injury. Will not see him in action here tonight. When it comes to the total, 7 out of San Antonio's last 10 gatherings with Sacramento did get over the total. So once again, if you're into historical trends, certainly want to think about that one there. Now, as far as this season's concerned, the Kings went 60% to the over in their last 10 themselves. Give me Sacramento -10.5 over 237. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. Give me the Nets -2 over 216. I like the over 228 in the T-Wolves Pacers game. I'm 3-0 my last 3 chairman package picks on my premium site. The link is in my bio. Give me the under 230 in the Heat Mavericks game. Raptors +10.5 over 232. I like the over 221.5 in the Celtics Nuggets game. Bulls +7 over 224. And give me the Kings -10.5 over 237. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium site. Now, if you do end up getting a membership here today on patreon.com/BrockPage, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. That's why I always tell folks that chairman package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. It gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my Chairman podcast absolutely free. It's included with your purchase. But most importantly, guys, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, folks, happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium site at patreon.com/BrockPage.